Hi guys, Shanna here with Chit-Chat Chattanooga, and my guest today is Jaguar. And yes, he is a cat and a human. Thanks for coming on the show, Jaguar. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit. You are new to Chattanooga, fairly new. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your journey, how you got here, and what you're doing here in our city.
All right.
So where'd you come from?
I was in Atlanta before here. Traveled the United States, originally from Rochester, New York. And I found this quaint little city, Chattanooga, which has amazing potential.
Yeah, and then you came here, and I'm so glad that you decided to stay. When you first came, you weren't sure you were staying.
Yeah.
But you've kind of made a home here now.
I kind of felt it, and Chattanooga is a beautiful place. As long as you stay in alignment, things come to you. So, yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about what you do. So you and I connected, and I'm really have always been impressed by your gifts. He's a multi-artist. He is a dancer. Let's start with that. You're an amazing dancer. Talk to me a little bit about the kind of dance that you do and how you got into dance, that kind of thing.
All right. So I dance ballroom, Latin, swing. I've been dancing for 21 years. I got in dance for me had been a fight, like a lot of what is that dance thing. So I had a battle for my art, and through it, I came to conclusion of what it actually is. Dance for me is actually transforming the environment and the atmosphere.
And you do a lot of what people call partner dance.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about that a little bit, like what your styles of dance, because you can dance by yourself, but you do a lot of partner dance, which I find really intriguing.
Yeah, I dance ballroom, I dance salsa, I dance Latin dance, swing. Dance for me is about connectivity with your partner. I would say that my partner is like the brushes on a paintbrush, and I'm the artist. But I think it's more about communication between both partners, and how you can bounce off of each other and communicate the most effective way.
That's interesting. And so you come from, a multicultural background, and then you're traveled, and then you've studied these different types of dance from different kinds of countries, but you also use that with food. So what's very interesting about him is that he's a company called Dancing Chef. Mm-hmm. And so you actually combine your love of food of all different cultures and your love of dance. Tell us about that a little bit.
All right. So I went to culinary school. I've had an open palate. I love Italian food. I love Cuban food, Latin food, Scandinavian food. So funny thing, my ancestry is worldwide, and that gives way to my diversity in culinary. But actually, Dancing Chef came around because I wanted to find out the silver thread between dance and food, and the silver thread is bringing people together. So I said, let's come together with Dancing Chef. Dancing Chef events is all about diversity and bringing diverse people together over one cause.
And I love that, because community is really important, and that's something that I know you and I both believe in, is bringing people together into a creative community. And you're right, food is such a gathering place. Like, there's something about those conversations that happen over meals when we're preparing food, or we're eating food, or we're experiencing food together, right? And nothing builds community like that. And then dance would be another thing. I love that. Back to the whole open palate thing. I have a very open palate. I eat everything. And I have eaten some of this food, and I promise you want it. It's very good. So I'm so glad that you're here in the city. So I'm really excited, because this year, you guys know I do Chattanooga Fashion Expo. We're going into year 3, and this year Chef is going to be doing our after parties. So if you are looking to plug into our events, we're really excited about this year's lineup, and it's going to end with this really cool after party that he's putting together that is going to bring those two elements together with his silver thread to give you an experience that you haven't had yet in Chattanooga. We can tease them a little bit about that. We're going to keep some of this under wraps, but we're going to tell you a little bit. It has food. It has dance. He's putting it all together, but we have a team coming in from some other cities to help you.
Yeah.
Which is exciting.
We'll have a chef from New Orleans coming in. and potentially a chef from Austin, Texas. So we'll be feeding into that diversity. I'm so excited to share with you guys um, the rundown, but I can't give it to you right now. So you got to come.
We got to give a little bit of a surprise, but it's going to be sensual, aesthetic,
yeah,
a sensory experience. And also, one thing you and I were talking about was like a kind of an elevated experience. Tell me about that part of it. You're wanting to create an experience that elevates the senses and brings people to a higher level vibration of energy. And
the greatest example is a birthday party that I did. It was a husband and a wife. The wife, hired me to do a birthday party for them, and they had the food, they had the music, they had the entertainment, and by the sixth course, like fireworks were shooting off because the senses had all been engaged. So my goal and my vision with this event is to really engage all of your senses to a peak experience so that you can feel yourself shift to a whole new vibration.
And that's what he's known for. I mean, that's what you want to do with everything that you do, is to bring people to a happier place, a more peaceful place, a more connected place with themselves, right?
Yeah.
So grounding you to where you are and then engaging all the senses, that just puts us in a better space altogether.
Absolutely.
And then we can't have too much of that. Life is hard. You know, it's hard on people. We know that. Life is a challenge. People are dealing with so much stress and anxiety and grief and all the things, that to be able to go somewhere and to really use all of your senses as a healing agent or a soothing agent or a joy agent, I think that's wonderful. And I love that you're bringing those art forms together. So you don't want to miss this, guys. If you haven't yet, get your ticket. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be curated by him and his team. It's going to be lovely. A great finish to our event this year. That's going to be November 18th, right after the expo. That night we'll have the after party. But we're glad you're here. Glad you're in Chattanooga. Can't wait to see what you're doing next. I know you're working with a local restaurant. That's wonderful. And guys, if you're looking for private party hire, for entertainment, food, or both, this is your guy, Jaguar. Thanks, everybody. Shannon with Chit-Chat Chattanooga. We'll be back with another episode soon. Thanks for joining us.